Hello everybody, this is Akhier Dryheart, and we are back in Scrap Mechanic Drilling Thunder. You might notice this and an addition on my toolbar. That was not on purpose. If you've seen other people play, there's a red light enemy that comes through and it targets living things, and sometimes it also hits trees, and the trees burn. So I got the ember and the other one, and so yeah, that was a bit of a thing. I wasn't gonna just leave it. Oh right, what I wanted to do was, come on, throw that there. I changed these out so I had actual those on there, and redid the bed. Actually, there we go. Just because I wanted to not to be so tall, sort of thing. But before I do any of that, I actually want to... do I have enough? Oh, I don't have enough crude oil, actually, now I'm looking at it. With that in mind, instead of doing the one thing I was intending to do, I'll do the other thing I was intending to do. Bam. Oh, wait. That's why it's doing that. Right. First of all, let's empty that out. Toss that in there. Tell it to do metal level 1. Just repeat. Give me that. Yeah, this is an important structural component to my vehicle. It's the extra weight in the back, so I don't spin out like crazy. Yeah. There we go. See? The back isn't so wildly out of proportion to the... the suspension is properly suspended. And we still spin out a little bit? Or actually, no. Did I put it wrong? Oh, wait, I think I... Right. Reconnected these. Was that really the big thing that was holding us back? No. Or maybe? We're not really spinning out as much. I've never been much of a car guy. So we'll just go with what we got. No, that's a lie. I've got to reconnect these up. There we go. And maybe not there. What if we put it there? Redistributing the weight. Yeah, it is. Awkward as all get out. Let's put it directly over the wheels. I'm not going to change it after this. We're just going to go to the farming area that I got and plant some seeds, which is what I have in there. Though, admittedly, I don't have... Oop. Derp derp. Yeah, no, I need to fix this up. Though I do have, while we're driving there, I'll tell you my plan. Because I have a plan. Now that did I unlock the big chest? Yeah, I unlocked the big chest. I should have. But yeah, the plan that I have is for harvesting corn. Because it's really easy to break. You run into it and it just all goes away. However, then you have to pick it up. Which isn't a problem, especially with the big chest. But with the big chest, it sometimes is a little annoying to actually get it to... Did I clear that out? I didn't clear that out. I'm actually going to Whatever. Oop, boop, 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 boop. Give me that. I'll actually put it in there. That's a convenient spot for it. First things first. Actually, no. Inventory. Move that out of the way, move that out of the way. Get those down. I think these are actually already primed. No, it didn't do anything. There we go. That. And now I'll leave it alone for now. One nifty thing is that if I want to grow cotton right now, I could. Because it doesn't cause an attack. I should get 5 buckets. Should make another bucket. Another 2 buckets. Oh, hey. Why did I leave that there? That way when I water, I can do it all in one go. There we go. And might as well put this up on the lift. Yeah. You know what? I will plant 20 tomatoes. Oop, right. Left click, not right click hold. There we go. And I do have this, however, I don't have the most taters. So that could be a bit of a thing. Actually. Oh, there's the dude. Is that him arriving? Yeah, if you haven't seen those, they fire missiles at anything living. If it hits a tree, the tree will catch fire and burn. If it sees a cow, it'll fire at the cow, which is generally how it ends up hitting the trees. I guess you could technically go stand by a tree if you wanted ember and one was nearby, but that seems a bit silly. But, well, if you need ember, well, that's the way to get ember. And this is a way to get a bunch of enemies coming at me. Oop. There they are. And there that is. Okay. I was turning to get, yeah, you gotta be careful with the tote bots, because they will totally just jump into the enclosure. You will think you built the wall high enough, and I will tell you, you did not build the whole wall high enough. Bring this down. There we go. Actually, why did I bother bringing it down? It's just here. There we go. And just drive it on by. Put it down. Oop, it's actually kind of getting a little close, but I think we're far enough away that that shouldn't be a worry. Yeah, and it follows the road as far as I can tell, and other people can tell. Like, I am mostly going on other people's experiences. So, oh good, there we go. The oil is kind of the thing that I need. Oh, right, one thing I will note. I don't know how long this will work, but when you're planting, you might notice that it's got a bit of time before it actually calls the raid. if you go and do the plant them, get the raid, you can plant the next one. Did it just hit the potato back at me? Whatever. You plant however many you're gonna plant. You let the raid come, then you can plant more. And it's not gonna like stack up or anything. My assumption is that the next update that comes to the game is gonna be them making it so, because like before, when you would plant stuff, there was a bit of a building effect. So if you kept planting in the same spot, the number of enemies would increase. I don't see why they would have removed it, though it is possible because of it being a new raid system. And any exclusion of it, or the fact that it isn't increasing fast enough, I'm pretty sure will be fixed. Just because it is very much a thing that you sort of need to make it so that farming isn't trivial. Okay. No? How do you get to the root? Over there. Ah, here we go. So, yeah. I could have made that a really simple thing, just taking a long time. By just waiting, like planting one at a time. Honestly, you could just plant one, wait for the raid to come, plant another, and so on and so forth. And I think if you're planning on sticking in one spot and just don't really want to fight like a large wave, that wouldn't be the worst thing. I just think it's a bit... I'm looking for the word I want, because I'm not saying cheaty. It is a bit exploity, but I don't consider exploiting necessarily cheating, unless you are doing it in a fashion that is multiplayer and unaccepted. Because there are exploits in multiplayer games that are part of the actual game after so long. So that's a thing. But it is sort of exploit. Ooh, glue. Sort of an exploit, because you are doing a thing that, at least in the past, well, I guess technically I wouldn't even call it an exploit unless the devs come out and specifically say, oh yeah, that's our bad, it's supposed to do this. Even then, it's not an exploit. It's more of a glitch. You're explaining it. Whatever. Huh. I managed to thread that needle. Goodness gracious. Anyway, I do not find it interesting gameplay, I guess would be the way to put it. Being able to chunk out your farms so that you never face a giant wave of them all at once, and the threats are supposed to come from planting a giant field of crops. Getting around that by simply slowly planting them, and not slowly as in like over days, but like just like one, let the enemies come, plant some more, let the enemies come, and like that, just rapid fire, slow plant. I do not find that sort of gameplay interesting. I'm not saying I wouldn't plant a small crop of them, then let them grow, and then come back later and plant another crop. That has a different feel to me. Whereas, where you're just planting basically a giant farm field. Like, always the idea was that by planting more, you're attracting more attention, because that's why more raiders came. So, having... Oh, and I don't... Nothing against the people that are doing this. I know I at least saw one of the YouTubers I'm following do it. It is a clever strategy. Like, power to them to use it. It is interesting. But for what I want to get out of the game, that won't give it to me. And like I said, I honestly expect it to be maybe not fixed, but changed in such a way that you aren't able to so easily do it. At which point I would take advantage of it, just because at that point we know that it was the devs' plan. Or like if it continues being a thing for long enough, where it's like, oh, this is just an accepted part of the game. Though even then, maybe not, just because it does feel like you're avoiding the challenge. Which is exactly what it is. You're using smarts to avoid the challenge. So that's an interesting tactic. I won't be using it, but know that it's out there. And the fact that if other people use it, good on them. Like, whatever it takes. This isn't like, it's a single player game, or it's a non-competitive game. And obviously if you're speedrunning, it's like, whatever, do what you need to. But like, if you have two people together playing the game, it is not designed to be you against them. It is designed to be you with them, against the world. If you do then make it a competition kind of thing, you were always going to have to make rules of your own. I don't really know what the competition would be in the first place. That's for like adventure maps and stuff like that. Because like hide and seek, that's the main way that I've interacted with this game. I've watched people play hide and seek. So like that you just have to completely come up with your own rule set for. So obviously anything like this is immaterial. But it is what it is. Oh, and do I have... I don't think I have any metal... Is this metal 2? No, it's metal 1. Okay, good. I have... Wait, I wouldn't even have metal 2 yet. That requires Ember to make. It looks like, once again, they only managed to damage the 1. So that's interesting. Nope, that's not what I intended. Sure. Oh, I brought those with me. I did not intend to bring those with me. Fair enough. Well, I do have some seeds on me, which I intend to plant. I guess, technically, they, can just put them down. Over there's a better thing. There we go. But yeah, the wildflower, or the Keller flowers in the cotton don't cause a raid. Which I personally understand well enough. The idea with the raid is, oh dang it, did they destroy one? I think they destroyed one. That's annoying. And this I don't consider chunking the thing. Do I have any fertilizer on me? I don't think I do. That's annoying. Yep. Yeah, that I don't consider chunking. That's just, gosh darn, they managed to destroy one of the plants. That's annoying. I think, is that... Maybe not. There we go. But yeah, this isn't chunking of the various fields. This is simply just replacing a crop that was destroyed. And I wish I had noticed sooner. If I'd noticed last night. Oh well. I'll take care of that, and then I'll... Actually, I didn't get quite that much oil. I turned it into gas just because, like, I've got a car and I want to drive around. But now it's like, kind of needed that, didn't I? Oop, here we go. There we go. Oh, right, you can actually smack them. That's fun. We'll put it down there. There we go. Now, where do I want... I need another bunch of enemies. Oh. That looks like a thing. I'm just going to go to that over there. The building I have in the distance here instead of that building over there. If anything, just because it's right here, actually. I thought it was farther away. I was thinking that I'd have to travel a little bit, but I guess it was closer than I thought. I'll set the vehicle there, and we will come have fun with these guys. Oop. You got close enough to actually hit me. I'm surprised. So that reminds me, what is the supplying the farmers? Oh, right. It wanted that's why I'm growing the tomatoes. That's the point of tomatoes. I'm like, why am I focused on growing them so much? And it's like, oh right, that's my goal. That's what I'm here for. Now that's an interesting thing. I wonder what it's supposed to be. Like, what the lore of what it is. Oop. That's more. And here's the entrance. And there's a guy who just fell. Oop. I guess he fell quite a distance, because that managed to kill him in only 3, and I fired an extra 4th. Oopsie. But yeah. Oh yeah, did I actually explain the plan I have for the corn harvesting vehicle? I'm gonna give it wings, because I've got that controller block from the Grow Lab. I know I've missed some stuff from the Grow Lab, so I'm just not, like, too focused on getting that as it stands. In the future, I'll probably, maybe when I'm not on screen, go back to them and, like, hunt through it. It's like, oh, what's in here? What's in here? But for the moment, I'm running them a bit casually. And there's really no way that I could find everything without spending quite a bit of time on it. And I'm okay with missing some things, because you can go back. So that's fine by me. That's plant. Not glue. Oop, hello. Yeah, even this close, I don't really think it's particularly worthwhile to try to shoot it. There will be coming a point where I get something that will allow me to actually attack from ranged and be more effective even when it's not necessarily the longest of ranges. But for the moment, I'll keep the blunderbuss for when I can see something in a distance away, because while it does fire off, it does actually not accurate, and I wouldn't want to be like a sniper with it, but you can get some distance with it. And that, especially with the limited ammo I have, that is the best use case for the moment. Can't wait until I get a regular. There we go. Yeah, like, see, that wasn't really the most effective use of my ammo there. I could have easily taken out without getting hurt with my hammer. If he'd been, like, stuck on the hay, that would be one thing, but he wasn't. Now, did I look in here? I did not. I very much did not. Yes, I will have the best healing item I have access to at the moment. Thank you very much. Oh, and fertilizer. That would have been nice. If I'd had that earlier, I wouldn't be over here. kind of a circular logic. Oh, I wouldn't have come here if I had that. But I wouldn't have that if I didn't come here. Oop. Nope. Get that. Oh, hey, when they ram into stuff, the, Wow. You actually hit me some. Fair enough. They can actually ram into the hay piles, which I was not I wasn't expecting it to stop them. Though I guess it is basically a thing, like a block in the world. So I guess, if anything, it would have to be specially programmed to not do that. As it is, it's treating it like any other block in the world, where it hits it and stops. Except the hay pile themselves have its own reaction. When it's hit, it gets destroyed. So fair enough with that, I guess. Oh, hey, nice. Grow Lab 2. I'm going to wait until I have a proper spud gun for that. Now, is there anything on top of there? I don't think so. No. No, there's nothing. Okay. Are we close enough to wire? No. Are we close enough to the vehicle? No. I'm just saying no right away to that, because I just know the answer. Oh, wait, no, it's too far. Because one of the cheeky things you can do is get a drop on things by falling down and getting into the seat before you hit the ground. It's a bit dangerous if you don't have the best reactions, but I was willing to try it, especially since the bed is my respawn. Admittedly, we do have more health than I'm used to at this point, so it would have been a bit of a waste. But it would have got me down faster. Now, let's see. We are parked over here, right? There it is, yep. There we go. Driver's seat. And in theory, they should be fully grown now. I seem to be drifting a little bit to the side. I don't know how that is going. Is this lopsided? Do the arms give it lopsided weight? Is what I'm wondering. Because they were all on one side. No, we still seem to be doing a bit of a turning. Well, I don't know what's up with that. Where's my fertilizer? Because I am going to use it on this. That's water. Ah, there we go. Quick spritz. Plus. Take that out. Take that out. Not quite what I was intending. You, yes, because you're a full stack. And you, because we're not going to... Well, we might find more if the bot comes around, I guess. No, I want that. Actually, I had the chair. I'm a derp. I could have used that to get down faster. Oh, well. Why do I have... Like, water isn't a bad thing to have. It's just... It's not the most useful thing for me at the moment. Yeah, it looks cool underwater. We do have some... There's one of the bots. that's under here. While we wait for it to finish up, I'll go and see about... Oh, wow, you see me from quite a distance. And you dropped circuit board. That happens. Now, where's the oil? Here's the oil. Grab me some oil there, and grab me some oil there. Feeling a bit of something in my throat. What's up with that? Well, I don't see any more enemy. A lot more in my throat than I was expecting. Whoops, Daisy? Don't know where that's from. I haven't been talking much. Well, I actually have been talking much, but I mean like extended periods of time. Sometimes you've been talking for a while and your voice is like, can you not? I don't think I'm quite at that point. That's weird. There we go. Of course, it all drops into the water, but that was to be expected. I just have a lot of honey, or wax. Oh, what is it? Am I missing something? Oh, it's the set waypoint. It's a little bit oh, inventory full. First of all, oh hey, the red thing is coming around this way again. Fair enough. Sort that. We do have another full stack of a thing. So, soil full stack. And actually, the stuff that isn't full stacks, I kind of want to take out. Because that's kind of like the point I want for it. I just want to put the stuff that is already just like, this is a stack of it. Nothing else you can do. So, there. And... No, I don't want to put that in... Take that out. There we go. Good enough. That felt a little closer than I'd like, but okay. Oh, it's fair enough. Yeah, I didn't have room for the seeds, and the tomatoes only stacked at 10. It better not be close enough to get me. That would be really annoying. Well, apparently I don't have quite enough for that. Do we have any more? Oh, those are carrots. Obviously, I don't have more of that. Of course I wouldn't. Okay, so... Actually, I kind of just want to grab that and plant it. So first I'll have to rehydrate the soil. And after this I'm going to go back to the base. Back to where I have my crafting bot. I wouldn't really call it a base so much as just I haven't made a base yet. Because I want to make my other vehicle and give it wings. There we go. And we're going to force build it. There we go. Is there anything I'm missing? I don't think so. Yeah. I guess one thing I could work on while I'm waiting is Yeah, I know. While the thing is on its way. Add these around the edge. The point of this being that hopefully it'll block at least some of the tote bot's attempts to get in. And it should do something, so... I guess the biggest problem is the fact that it's not actually attached to anything except for the... Actually, right here, I'm gonna bring that out. Just so that it doesn't have an easy access to the corner there. They will go for any easy access you give them. Which, fair enough. That makes sense. And I should still have enough time to finish this, though I'll keep an ear open. There we go. Oop. That was silly of me. This might be bad. They're all focused in one area. Come on, get away from there. At least none of the tote bots managed to get in. Oh, that was close. Well, that was entirely my fault. I forgot to put my vehicle up on the lift. Which, yeah, that makes it kind of hard for anything to work. Ooh, a bit more damage than I would like. Better repair it, I guess? Oop. At least my design seems to have worked. Or, at the very least, it's a... There shouldn't be anywhere else. So... There we go. Obviously, more component kits is always welcome. With that, I think this should be good. Yeah, we should be good here. I can leave it to its own resources. Far as I can tell, you don't get a second raid for the same crops. It's only when you plant new crops. So we should be fine heading back to base. What was up with that? Why did it... I didn't press shift. It should have just continued going at this speed. And we're also... We're definitely going a little wonk. Like the company. We're definitely weird. It's driving weird. Oh, that was Oh, they dropped glue. Huh, I wonder if that's actually a thing or if it's just luck. If they drop glue, I want to go dive in the water. Do we have... We have this and... I really shouldn't face any more enemies. going home in theory. But I'd rather not be an idiot. No, wait. I try not to say that, and I've said it. I try not to be foolish. Which has a different connotation to me. Being an idiot, while a lot of people give it a kind of like a similar definition as I have for like fool, I consider an idiot more of a... Oh, out of fuel. More of a thing. Whereas a fool is just... Oop. The implications are different to me, I guess would be the way to put it. And it's entirely something I've made up in my own mind. Because for many people, there's not really much... Yeah, there it did it again. Why was it suddenly like, we need to go fast? Whatever. Now was it... Now is the bot following me? I don't know. I don't think so. But now that we're here, I can start work on my new car. First, oh right, dump that. Do we have anything, a full stack in here that I want to drop in there? Not particularly. Pull anything that we can. Well, that's what actually. I think we are going to actually pull the glass back. Can we make a large chest? It needs level 2 metal. Which I think we should manage. Oh, that's not a full stack. Why are you in there? Did I use my glue on something? Or did I get a full stack? I guess would be the... There's tomatoes. Yeah, I got a full stack of glue. Wonderful. Actually, loot that all. And that definitely means we have some things to throw in there. I didn't leave the potato seeds. That's annoying. There we go. Now, the big chest still needs metal too. And how much do I need? This makes 10. The big chest requires 20. So, I have enough. Oh, inventory full. Right. Yep. And then... Can a pipe just come out directly? Or does it need to... We'll make that. Be there. And we need a second one. So, there. Definitely need at least a couple of straight pieces, so I'll just make them right now. Open this. Honeycomb. Set the chest down. Open it up. Give me those pieces. The wheel can go there. Yeah, no, it needs... Wait, is this... Vacuum pipe? Isn't this supposed to be like just a straight piece? Why is it so short? Or are we... Is this blocking it? That could be blocking it, actually. Let's put it over here. Interesting. I'm not sure about that. That's weird. Because obviously it's coming out of that. And I can put that in there. So I'm going to guess that if I then went and said, make me a tea pipe. Yeah, it takes care of itself. How does this work? Ooh, wait. Yeah, toss that down. That doesn't seem right. I would assume that it would have, like, extra length? Because that would make sense to me, but it doesn't seem to. Which doesn't make sense to me. Craft that. Obviously, we're going to need another length of pipe. And to make more glass, we need ember and sand. Sand can be from stone, but I do have just sand. Sure, why not? Put it down. Apparently we're going to be making use of it anyway. There's sand. Toss that in there, toss that in there. So with this, we can make a couple. Collect. There we go. And the 6th sand isn't going to do us much good, so I'm going to swap it out for that. Now, collect. This feels wrong. I don't know. And definitely wasteful. Oh, right. And besides all that, I need to make that, which has... Oh, it's not in there. Where did I put it? In here. That's where the middle 2 is. Give me that. There we go, yeah. That will at least give me a bit of determination, because we'll put it there, and then I can build off of it. Or, not there, it's a... This is where the tea pipe goes. There we go. Craft that. Well, actually, if I'm doing it like that, I don't actually need that. I can just put that there. I know it was 2. We're out of glass already, so apparently I won't be able to finish this time. Collect. It's just... these feel like they should be longer. It uses the same amount of... like... am I doing this wrong? I don't think I am. Whatever. I'll fix things up later. For right now, this chest will go there. Just so it automatically takes out. With that in mind, I need to make the stuff for my vehicle. Right. And that will require metal. Should I use... well, should is an incorrect word to use. It's like, do I want to use them? No, so I won't. I need... you know what? Upgrade that. I might regret that if I end up needing more. But for right now, that's what we're handling. And the large chest... actually, I kind of want a second large chest. But, yeah, why not just make 4 of those? For the wheels themselves. Make the engine. Make the seat. We're not going to put a bed on it. We've got a large chest already. I think I've got a switch in here somewhere. Or not. Maybe I don't have a switch. Or maybe I have the switch literally on something. I'm not seeing it though, so that's annoying. Okay, switch. No, just my old ride. So I guess I'll make a switch. I'm just going to use wood for this vehicle because I don't need anything else. Though not scrap wood. I want proper wood. Do I have a lot of that? Clean that up. I don't think I've got... bunch. There we go. For now, we'll grab what I just made. Put out this. And how big... oh, the seat I want to use for it is over here. Okay, it is a... at the very least, we want to put wood blocks around there we go. Now, I intend this to be a relatively small vehicle. So, just off the back. Actually, where's the large chest? Well, the big thing with the large chest is I don't intend it to be positioned like this. I have a plan for it. And I want a second one. The basic idea is that I'm going to have arms that extend and retract, and on the arms I'll have a large chest on one side, a large chest on the other, so that I can just drive through the wheat field, or the hay fields, I guess would be probably more appropriate. Drive through the hay fields And in doing so, just whack all the corn that comes along. There we go. We'll craft some more. Now, obviously, up a little bit. I'm going to have... Oh, right, I didn't actually craft these into that, so I'll need to make more bearings once they're finished. Actually, I was going to need more bearings anyway. But for the moment, this will do. I don't technically need to build out like that on this, but I'm going to anyway, just so it's even. A tiny vehicle. I bet it's going to flip like crazy if I'm not careful. But that's just par for the course. And hopefully the wings that slight change of plans. I just thought of it, and I realized this isn't a bad idea. It's just not as effective an idea as it could be. Going to actually build out like that. That's a little too long. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, wait, no, that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Yeah, there we go. Actually, with that in mind, I'm also going to redesign this. Just redesigning everything. Not by much, though. We're gonna extend it a... that's more than I was intending to. There we go. One, 2, 3, 4. That way it's got a little bit of a wider... 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And since I'm not actually going to have the large chest for it, I'll actually remove some of these tiles anyway. Once I get a second large chest, I can take more advantage of this. As it is, I'm basically just going to be shoving a large chest on the back and using that. Wait, I need to come over here, grab those, and big wheels. Need some of my honey stockpile, which I have a lot of. Good days. Give me 2 stacks. Should be more than enough. Oh, it needs the wood. Fair enough. Oh, wait, we can come apply the wheels. Actually, I'm gonna extend it one more just because the wheels are going to stick out anyway. it requires 40 of each, and I don't have enough for a full thing of them, so we will construct more. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it looks like I didn't need the other stack of these. So we'll put those back in there. Oh, I missed one. Derp. And while that's waiting, I can certainly consider the placement of this. Oh, that's annoying. It's a slightly uneven shape. Yeah. Get me up there. There we go. Get a lever or switch. We're actually gonna put it directly on that. No reason not to. And now we should have the 4 big wheels. Now this is not going to be the most effective of things. But it should work. Oop. Mass connections. Now, I wanted to upgrade at least once anyway, just so that it's more fuel efficient. Let me guess, are you max connections? No, you actually let me connect some more. Fair enough. Huh. What are my connections it can have? And these turn. That one's fine. So that one needs to change. So does that one. And yeah, these need to be a little bit stiffer. Now get on here, turn that on, and it absorbs. Actually, I don't like these being so far up. Am I sure that it can't be... I have an idea that sucks to fix this. There we go. If anything, having it further back is actually a good thing for me. Where'd the switch go? Oh. It fell off. There we go. From there to there, and there to there. Oh, out of fuel. Throw some fuel on. And now this isn't quite what I was thinking of for this. It would definitely be where I need to at least extend these 3 more. Those are bottoming out, so I guess I need to adjust these as well. There we go. Turn on the chest. And it's very much a... Honestly, I think I might need a little more weight. Let's see. Or maybe, okay. That works. But I think I'm going to need to, extend the tail of it. Yeah, I definitely think the tail needs extending. Also, this steering isn't exactly the best steering. For the steering, I'm going to... Or wait, no, those stay on. These come off. Honestly, for what I want to do, what I would be best to get is a welding tool. Which needs metal too. Of course it does. I think for now, we're going to just ignore that. Well, not ignore it. But we're going to... Yeah, there we go. You can go on there for now. We'll grab the gather as well and throw that back on. Though because of whatever that was, we're going to place it like that. Do I need to up the suspension on these? There we go. Now I technically have 3 vehicles. There we go. But yeah. So the idea with the controller that I was going to have is these wings extend far out, and on the middle of them there's a large chest. But it's on a bearing. So with the controller I can turn a switch and have them extend outward, just so that, like, this I can drive around as this, but with, like, the wings folded back, basically. But now it seems like what I'll actually need is even bigger, with this back end cut off there and extended back enough that the corn will have fallen on the ground. And with that, I'd be able to go and finish that out. Though it is getting a little long in the tooth for the video. So what I'm going to do is go and... I have to assume that by this point the... Okay, no, we're not gonna... First of all, it seems we might need to up the motor a little bit. Actually going to... Why not? There we go. Okay, nope, that's a little much. 1 notch down. Why is it going... Did I... These are connected up. We're driving off all wheels. Are they pointing... They're not pointing the right direction. Is there only the one not pointing the right direction? And that was the front one, which is the one I haven't really messed with, so... Okay, that solves that. I was pulling not because of some weird weight thing with the gatherer, but because I had a wheel spinning the wrong direction. That's a bit silly. Also, it seems like a certain thing might be... A certain thing might be true with steering this vehicle. Oop. I haven't actually killed one yet. The wonk stick I have is from the big red blimp bot killing one. Is this the right place? Oh wow, that oh it is, but over here. Yeah, one thing is if you're slipping on the surface, or at least this is what I remember from driving in Michigan during the winter as a general thing. If you're slipping on the surface, take your foot off the pedal. Because the trying to apply power and steering at the same time, not a good idea. Not a good combo. Okay. So we can now set this down there. And place these out. I am going to water them because I plan to do another grow, but not of anything that's gonna cause me trouble. I kind of wish that it like showed you where it was going to splash, because sometimes it splashes in like a big area and other times it's like, oh, I'm just gonna do a couple. That's fine, right? We're okay with that, right? Whatever. Cotton. But yeah, you'll notice that there's no raid bar for the cotton. And the reason I think that is because it's just growing. Like, it's not some kind of proprietary plant. It's just native to the thing. So since it is literally just growing around, it's not one of Wonk's specialty products. Okay, there we go. With that, we can get to the packing station. Oop, got my tire stuck on the dang tree there. That's a thing. Derp. There we go. And it's right over there. Yeah, if I steer without the power, it definitely steers better. Good, I did leave that on there. And now come back over here. Grab the extra tomatoes. Oh, it makes a really growly noise when it's doing its thing. I'm like, ooh, what's that? The answer is just the thing processing my plants. Okay. A little off balance, but that's okay. I wasn't expecting much from it anyway. Just set that on top. Oop. And reposition the lift. And with this, after a long video, I might have to figure out some, I have to figure out where to cut it a bit. Maybe I'll cut some of the construction of the, not fail, just work in progress. The work in progress corn harvester. Which needs a lot more put into it than I was originally thinking. Yeah, because my original plan is basically just a big old triangle with chests on the front and stuff, and just giant wings that fold out. Obviously, that's not quite gonna work. Oops-a-daisy. And you only got a few tomats. Yeah, this will give us pistons in the drill, which I didn't actually end up making use of that drill that I got from a thing. Would have been nice. Would have been nice. Okay, so a saw can be gotten for tomats. Farmers. Fertilizer, water tank, water splatter thing. Yeah. I wonder what good the fire extinguisher is going to be. Because obviously there must be something, some point to it. But yeah. Tomat for saw blades. Unless the saw blades are using something that is not exactly so easily done. Got that there. We got nothing in there. Okay, cool. That about... We did that. Supplying the farmer. I thought this was where... Do I need to... No, I don't need to do the second grow lab. I'm pretty sure of that. Okay, no, that's not going to work. There we go. I thought... Aren't we getting... Or do we need to actually...
Keep your spud gun close and your friends closer.
There's another quest that he does. Maybe? I'm not sure. Interesting. Nice car. This. Which, gas container. Can I make it gas? I don't think I can make a gas container yet. Interesting. Well, I think at this point, I just need to figure out how to make a decent car and drive around. I suck at making cars, it seems. But yeah. I was expecting to get...
We're counting on you, mechanic.
A quest from him. After turning those in. Oh, well. Or whatever. I'm playing the game to have fun, so as long as I'm having fun, it doesn't matter if I'm not quite getting it. I do think I want to figure out making that, so I'll get back to the main base, and from there we'll probably be able to craft some stuff. Anyway, please consider leaving a like below, subscribing as well, ringing the bell, because this is Akhier, and I'm signing off.